Hi, I'm Kelsey Small, and I'm here at the Ooni Test Kitchen, and today we're making pumpkin-shaped dinner rolls. This is a very simple and rich dough with milk, butter, and sugar. And to start the recipe off, we have our whole milk, water, salt, sugar, and yeast. We have some butter and an all-purpose flour. We're gonna mix it in a stand mixer, and we're gonna bake these in the Ooni Volt. And I'll be baking them on this square sheet tray, but any quarter sheet tray will do. To start making this dough, we're gonna add our milk and water into the stand mixer. And then we're gonna add our yeast. It's a good amount of yeast. This way your dough is ready in a few hours. Now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients together. And we'll just add our softened butter. You wanna make sure your butter is soft, that way it incorporates evenly into the dough. All right, and then we're just gonna add our flour in here. And we're gonna mix it on low speed. You wanna use the dough hook, you don't wanna overwork it. And I'm gonna mix this on the lowest setting for about 4 to 6 minutes. So, it's been about 6 minutes and we've had some chance to tidy up. And our dough is looking really good. So we're gonna take it out of the mixer and let it rest in this bowl. And I'm just gonna turn it into a little ball real quick. And you can see it's come together, all the ingredients are incorporated, and we're just gonna place it in this bowl. We're gonna let it proof for 2 hours until it's doubled in size. So we'll cover it with a towel. You can use plastic wrap if you like, and we'll see you then. So our dough's been proofing for about 2 hours, and it's doubled in size. It's looking really good. It's feeling nice and airy. It's time to form it. Forming rolls like this is pretty fun. It's pretty simple. You don't need to use a lot of bench flour. I'm not gonna use any in this. If you have to use a little, that's okay. We're gonna pull this out. Our first step is gonna be forming them into 150 gram dough balls. So I have my nice scale here. I have my bench knife, and I'm just gonna break it into small pieces. If it's 152, 148, it's not the end of the world. They're gonna look like pumpkins anyways, you know, it's gonna be beautiful. And this recipe should make about 6 dinner rolls. So we have our 6 dough balls weighed out. It's time to form them. And we're basically going to take our dough ball and we're gonna kind of just pinch it over itself from the corners. And we're just kind of forming a skin. And then when you see it gets a little tighter, we're just gonna roll it. And then we're just gonna kind of push itself under itself. We're not working it too hard. We want this dough to be light and fluffy. Our dough balls are formed, and now it's time to take some twine and turn these dough balls into future pumpkins. So we have 3 pieces of string. They're about 12 inches long, and we're gonna lay them down in like a diagonal situation because we're gonna roll them, tie them up over the dough. So we'll take our dough ball, place it right in the middle, and I'm taking the end of each string, and I'm gently doing this. I don't wanna press too hard, and I'm going to tie them in a little knot. And then I'm gonna take my scissors and clip the excess. And we'll do that again. This might seem a bit tedious, but once it's out on the centerpiece of your table and all your friends come over for your Halloween party or any fall dinner, it's gonna be worth it. So all our rolls are turned into pumpkins, but we need to let them proof for another hour so they rest, bake evenly. So we're gonna cover them up. We'll be back in 1 hour. Our dough has been proofing for another hour, and let's check out our dough balls. Wow, they look exactly like pumpkins, ready to bake. We preheated our Ooni Volt to 500 degrees. Before we put them in the oven, we have some melted butter and some finishing salt, and we're just gonna brush our rolls. This is gonna help the rolls brown. It's gonna add a little flavor to them. Okay, and now we'll sprinkle it with some crunchy salt. And you're just sprinkling a little bit of salt, you know, just to add a little flavor, a little crunch after the oven. All right, these are ready to bake, and we're looking great. It's around 510, it's ready to cook. So we're gonna place these in the oven, and we're gonna let them go for about 10 minutes. We are gonna set a 6-minute timer just to give them a 90-degree turn so they cook evenly. Now, an awesome feature on the Volt is that you can control the heat dispersion from the top and bottom of your oven. So if you want a super crunchy pizza, put a lot of the heat to the bottom. With our rolls, they're pretty puffy and they're close to the top of the oven. So we have our heat turned almost all the way down to the stone. So that way it gets a lot of heat towards the bottom, not too brown of a crust on top. If you're gonna cook this in a conventional oven, I would have your oven set to about 450 and bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes. You don't have to turn it, it'll come out perfect. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes and our rolls are looking really good. Golden brown, excellent looking pumpkin rolls. They have the incredible pumpkin ridges. You can see the bottom is nice and golden brown. While they're really hot right now, we're gonna hit them with a little extra butter, add a little extra fat, a little extra flavor. We're gonna let them rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to take the twine off and add our cinnamon stick stems. All right, so our rolls have cooled down. So when cutting the twine, it's very simple, you know. Use scissors. You wanna make sure you're peeling them. No one wants to eat any leftover twine, but it should come off very easily. And you can see it's nice little pull apart segments. It's gonna be delicious, great for sharing. Now they're all unwrapped, it's time to turn these things into official pumpkins. So I have a little butter knife, and I'm just gonna kind of poke a little hole in the middle, and of course add a very cute cinnamon stick. Now, do not eat the cinnamon sticks, obviously. You can take them out before eating, you can just break it apart and eat around them, obviously, but they make it look really cute. And there you have it, 6 beautiful pumpkin dinner rolls. All right, let's try these. Looking beautiful. Amazing. Light, delicate, pillowy, salty, buttery, perfect thing to have at a fall dinner. I'm Kelsey Small. For recipes like this and more, head over to ooni.com.